This was the entrance to my grandma's house. Way over there at the end, that door there, that's the creek that runs across the property of my grandma's house. These were the pig pens. This whole thing here was full of beautiful rose trees. They were called rose trees for some reason. It's not a rose tree. Turning around this way, these are all called ciruelos, which I don't know what they are in English. This all belongs to my tío Jesus. Then you go up this way. That's my mother right there. She thinks she's gonna water all the plants. Mami, ¿qué anda haciendo? Mamá.
Dándole agua a las plantas.
Así va a regar todas las matas con el baldecito. Ay, mi mamá. And right now we're out here. It's about, I think about 7, because you can't come out before then, because it's very, very hot. Right there, that is the walkway from where we parked the car. That's an old tree. That going all the way up, it's our mountain. When we were little, that was the entrance to our bathroom, right there. And that meant going behind the house. That back there was our storage room, where when we were little, it was always packed with sugar and cookies, Mexican cookies, and everything. This is the side of my grandma's house. When we were little, there wasn't power. That's the power box. That's her house. That's the entrance to the porch, which is called a corredor. That right there is a lienzo. And behind there, she had an herb garden. A herb garden. Right there. Those are my mom's lemon trees that she planted when she was like 18, 20 years old, I guess. It's a long time ago. 70 years ago. Right there. And if you see way that mountain up there, that's what we drive out to get out of this little village compound thing, family thing. See the distance? Okay. Those in the distance are my dogs that we got. We adopted while I got here. I think they'd ever eaten meat, and I gave them meat. We are going into our home that I like. It's not fancy or nothing, but it's my grandma's home. This changed. Before it was just a little door there that you would open up and go inside to the corredor. Here it is. This is the corredor. It's called the porch. In other words, our living room. Here, I have an ant on my finger. Okay. This is the pila. And I'll show you our washing machine. It's right there, where the mop's at. There was one on each side. That's where you'd scrub your clothes. And then the water would go out into the trees. And looking at it from this side, those are the big bins where that one lemon tree is at. My grandma had that full of the stuff that she used to make her medicines out of. Not no more, it's all dry. But it's my mother's home, and she loves it here. Those are the rose trees. And before, There was chickens and everything all over the place, but actually she had a designated area for her chicken coop. Okay, that is my mother's couch. It's a car seat, obviously. I'll take you into my room. This is my room. That Virgin Mary there has been here since I was a little girl. And then you have on this other wall, it is the guardian angel, which when I was little it was in another room. And I used to think it was so beautiful. This is the closet. Now look. These are the beams in the room. This is the ceiling. See? I think it's really neat. Yep. There's my bed. There's my suitcase with all my junk. This is my air conditioning because it's boiling in here. Okay. Turn off the light because then the mosquitoes come. And then we go down and there is another room. This was our room when we were little. See, again, you have the beams for the roof, the ceiling. Yes. This is the one bed in my mom's armoire that she had her first husband made for her. That bed. There. Yes, it's kind of messy. My mom's not very neat. These are all their saints that my grandma worshipped. And this one here is the one my grandma would cry to when her daughters would leave. Can you see it? There's a shadow over her face, but that's her. And then she had this one. I don't know who these people are, but I think they're my grandmother's sister and brother, maybe. The man's face got wet. Yep. There's Angela when she was little. My mother and her parents that we can't make out. Yep. And then see over here? I don't know who that is. It's another one of their saints that they're worshipped here. Yep. And then this is something that I would love to be able to take home. It was like a trunk that they used to make to store their wedding stuff, my grandma's. So it's got to be a good... My grandma was born in 1887, I believe, or 1897, something like that. And she married in the very early 1900s, and my grandfather gave her that. Yep. This is another armoire that my Nina bought when we were very little, and she brought to her mother. This one, see? Yep. So this is our room. When we were little, my grandma would lock up all the girls in here, full of all kinds of saints and crosses and everything. They were very religious, so yep, that's the way they were here. And look at the floor. My grandpa laid his floor. It is all brick, old brick. See? Everything. Yep. That's the door stopper. It's a rock. Okay.